civil war has broken out within the Federation, but it's not what you think. It's just kids being kids. We break that down and more on the post-credits of Starfleet Academy, Episode 3, Season 1. What's good? What's happening, everybody? It's your boy, Faris Mutana, and welcome to another great edition of the post-credits. Today, we are breaking down Episode 3 of Season 1 of the new Star Trek series on Paramount Plus, Starfleet Academy. So, love this episode. Let's get right into the nitty-gritty. Overall thoughts, this episode is all about family. It's all about family. The cadets are looking for a home. They're looking for connection. And at the end of the day, who do we call family? Is it blood? Is it found? We don't know what it is sometimes in real life, and maybe not in the episode as well. It's all about team. It's all about connection. It's all about the Federation and Starfleet Academy growing. Like I said in my cold open, it's civil war, but within the Federation, but it's not what you think, right? So the War College, we're getting more from the War College in this episode, right? Because, you know, the episode 1 and 2 both dropped at the same time. Episode 3 is kind of the standalone. We see the War College in episode 2, real quick, just the commander. But today we see the War College cadets, and we see how they interact with the Starfleet cadets. And really, that's all that the entire episode is really about. It's about their connection as well, right? Because we talk about family. They're a part of the same family. They're a part of the Federation, right? The War College rose in lieu of Starfleet Academy falling. They needed the War College because, like we said, I didn't watch it. This is a sequel series of Star Trek Discovery. Speaking of Star Trek Discovery, be on the lookout for that. We may be doing some retro reviews, so be on the lookout for that maybe in the future. But this is a sequel series of that. So the War College had to rise to protect the Federation. So they feel a little high and mighty. They feel a little, you know, we're the War College, homie. You know, we been here. Y'all have been dead for over 100 years, the Starfleet Academy. It's all about the moments. It's the moments about connection and friction. Some of the 3 big moments, though, I'm going to break down is the Calica tryouts. We initially know about the Calica tryouts. They're just a lot of it's PE in the first couple of scenes of the episode. You know, they're doing ropes. They're, you know, running around. They're doing physical training. They're doing all that stuff. And Calica tryouts is a game that teaches them about war-like situations for the real world. So Starfleet Academy is finding one. The Calica team on War College, they're already there. They already know who they are. But this is all about trying to find who is the best team for Starfleet Academy. And big moments of the Calica tryouts is between 2 people and 2 people only, really. Darem Ramey and Genesis Life. They're fighting to be the captain and to be the best. They share a lot of similarities, drive, and being number one, as well as family issues, family trauma in a sense. She's the daughter of an admiral. You know, you don't sleep, you work, and you work. He is a Kionian, and we find out that his family, they're not really, you know, together like that as the episode's going along. This episode starts off with him doing a voiceover to his parents. Then he bumps into Genesis in the hallway. She's been up since 4 o'clock. He's been up since 4:30. So he's like, oh my God, I've met my match. But again, it's about connection and team. They're going through everything. They're doing all the Calica tryouts, the activities to get points, and they tie. Then it was a side-by-side shooting to get the victor. And as they're doing it, it's tie. It's 7-7. Then Ramey plays dirty in the eyes of Genesis. He talks about how her daddy issues have arisen, and this is what she's doing. And she, for a split second, loses focus in the shootout. And she's like, who? And she's like, what did you say to me? And then bang, bang. Ramey gets 8 and 9 and becomes captain. And then that's when the relationship kind of deteriorates. because she expects other people to play dirty and use her stuff against her. But she didn't expect their own team to do that. You were going to beat me fair and square to be captain. You used my weakness against me but we're a team though. We're a team. We're a family. We're together. You don't do that. And Raimi said, I'm just trying to win at all costs. But at the end of the day, that's your team. That's your family. That's your academy, Starfleet Academy. Because a prank war unleashes between War College and the Starfleet Academy. And the War College early on in the first quarter, they're just smoking Starfleet Academy. Everyone's in the locker room talking. They all get beamed into different parts of Starfleet Academy. Some of them naked, some of them half naked, and it's a prank. And that's what I'm saying. Like with the Calica tryouts, would show the kind of like the connection where we got to be for each other because there is an adversary over there at the War College. So be on the lookout for that. Then after, he becomes captain, the War College pranks them again. And they take their, how, academies and, like the Army, recruitment videos on all the footballs, like, be one, be brave, join the Army. Just like, so Starfleet Academy has a recruitment video. And the War College goes into the recruitment video and edits it. It edits the recruitment video using all the bad footage of the Calica tryouts and how they don't know what they're doing. They're imbeciles, they're weaklings, and it's not good. And then once again, war ensues again. They get in their faces, and then Darren Raimi challenges them to a Calica match. So they go do the Calica match at the atrium. War College is together. They're one. Starfleet Academy is discombobulated. Darren Raimi doesn't know how to lead. He's being questioned. He keeps messing up. He gets shot a couple of times in the Calica phasers, and he gets thrown into the casualty bin. So it's a complete discombobulating. Genesis comes, but she's not connected to the team. Caleb isn't connected to the team because he's kind of a lone wolf. He doesn't play games. So everything's just discombobulated. Then Raimi punches one of the War College people and gets kicked out of the match because that's prohibited. You can't do that in the match. So Genesis takes over being captain, and she shows the leadership of how to do it. Like she said, we used our training to beat them. So she creates a layer of smoke for them, and they kind of use the shots of the phasers to pinpoint positions of the War College. She knows how to lead. And she, calls out Raimi before the match where she said, what a leader, a leader who leads their team to slaughter is a dirty one, is a one who gets there by playing dirty. She calls him a dirty player. And they win a point using her leadership, being strategic, phasing the flag or the mascot. With Sam, she phases into the mascot. So there's that. And then kind of taking all she's a great leader. She's showing you all the leadership. I'm talking with my hands a lot because it's exciting. This is phenomenal. Because at the end of the day, it's showing more connection. Because going into the characters, this is really about Darren Raimi figuring out who he is, making decisions to find out his true character. Because like he said, in his family, there is issues. In his family, he says the phrase, in his family, either you're the center of the universe or you're nothing. You're the center of the universe or you're nothing. So it's either one or none. That's what it is. If you guys watch Talladega Nights with Ricky Bobby, the famous phrase, if you're not first, you're last. That's kind of what Darren Raimi is. He's not first, then he's last. And then you see the emotional development of him realizing that he's the problem. He's the problem. And if he wants familial connection, because he goes to instructor Jet Reno, and says, I'm not getting back messages from my parents. They're not sending me any messages. And then he realizes nothing's wrong. They don't care for him. They don't really, I'll be honest with you, they don't love him. Because Jet Reno, shout out to Tig Notaro, her character says something great. If you love someone, you'll show up for them. And there's someone you've probably underestimated, you've probably pissed off. That's probably your classmate. Her name is Genesis, and he's like, I get it. That's probably someone who wants to look out for you. Your parents have made it very clear they don't care. Blood doesn't make family. Blood doesn't make family. And he's realized that. He's realized that. And as the prank war goes on, you get to see the togetherness again, because they get caught doing the Calica in the atrium, and they get lambasted by Holly Hunter's character. But Holly Hunter has been dropping little nuggets throughout the entire episode of how to get back at the War College for pranking them, because she realized that Commander Kulrick has put his thumb on the scale with the second prank, getting the footage from the Calica match tryouts, because that's only done by an instructor. You bypass security. So she's like, you can't do that. I'm okay with kids being kids, but you got to let them be kids. You can't put your thumb on the scale. But Commander Kulrick doesn't care. And then she's like, okay, if that's not what you want to do, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna do it in I'm a Starfleet Academy. It's a school. I'm gonna teach them how to do it. And she's dropping little hints. And they finally, together as a team, finally pick up on it. This is what she wants us to do. So they take this little plant. The title of the show is Vitus Reflux, I think. And that's the plant that's gonna help them win the prank war, because they hide it. They kind of put it in everybody's dorm rooms, and they help it with the growth, and they add a little bit of steroids. They increase them, and then they win the prank war. Because at the end of the day, Captain Nala is here to teach and create a togetherness. And that's what this episode is really all about. Family and togetherness. And we talk about Darren Ramey, and we also talk about Genesis. She's a commander's daughter. Just him and the commander. Her and the commander just going from base to base. So she can't find a connection because she's going from base to base. So she's there for a base, then she's moving. So there's no roots. And then we go to Caleb. All he wants to do is find his mother. And he thinks Starfleet Academy is getting in the way of that. But he's realizing that he likes Starfleet Academy. Tamira calls him out on it, saying, you're fighting something that you want. You want family. You want togetherness. You want people to be there for you. And you want to be there for people. And it's smacking you right in the face. And that's why the end of the scene where everyone gets their Calica jackets. It's wonderful. You see a bond. Everyone groups strategically. Everyone groups up in a circle, because there's no open areas. We're together in a circle. We're closed. We're a fist. And you see that as this episode's going on, it's all about family and togetherness. It's wonderful to see. It's amazing. I love it. I'm starting to become a Trek fan because of this show. This show is amazing. I'm 3 episodes in, and I am just in awe of this because I love space exploration. Family stuff always gets me because I love my family. I love my found family. I love my blood family. It's amazing to see. Yearning for, togetherness. It's the oldest thing in the book, because at the end of the day, like the cliches say, it takes a village. Always. It's always going to take a village. And they found their village. And it had to be through an intense situation with the War College pranks. They found their village. They found their village. And it's wonderful to see. And it's wonderful to see. Overall, my verdict for this episode, shout out to Caleb Meir, shout out to Darren Ramey, especially. The growth you see from him is tremendous. Laura Thawk is just always a star in every episode of these last three. I'll always shout her out. She's everything to me. Shout out to Laura Thawk. Shout out to Captain Nala, Holly Hunter's character, Captain Ake. She is just kind of like a hippie captain but it's like a captain you don't want to mess with at the same time, because we find out that she was one of the legendary pranksters of Starfleet Academy, and she knew what she was doing. They just needed to listen to the, between the lines, the subtle hints, and they did finally, and it was amazing to see. My verdict for this is I love this episode because intense situations reveals oneself. Either you crumble or you rise. And they rose. Starfleet Academy rose against the War College, and it was amazing to see. But at the end of the day, Starfleet Academy and the War College are still one big family. They're still together within the Federation, and they need to work together. So we'll seeing how they evolve together is going to be tremendous to see. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Hope you had a wonderful time with this review. Make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. We really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 1,100. We're 30 away. And if you want to add a bit more support, go to our Patreon at patreon.com/LGR_network. We have an annual subscription, or you pick the right tier for you. And as well as we have our Ko-fi page, ko-fi.com/LGR_network. Same thing, tier system, but you can also do a one-time donation if you would feel like that as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you had a wonderful time with this review. I'm having a wonderful time reviewing Starfleet Academy because I'm loving this. So be on the lookout for next week, or maybe this week, depending on episode 4 of Starfleet Academy coming out. So thank you so much for joining us. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out, guys.